The incredible and sought-after set 75827, the Ghostbusters firehouse. Well, this is a long story, but why this particular building? Why did I use it for two different parts of my videos, which was, of course, covering the pre-movie studio buildings that we could find. This one was actually converted to studio offices in terms of production, and of course the big movie studio I built and shot as well. Okay, why this? I needed something big, I needed something that looked great, I needed something that looked old. All of the criteria are met by this set. I did not have $3,000 to make up my own mock. Lego builders will tell you there's only two enemies to your creation: time and money, and I was short on both. And this project that got started 5 years ago, where we decided, oh, we've bought all this Lego, started off as just some simple gifts for my wife, and she returned the favor, and we got addicted and started buying sets all over the place. But what to do with them? So we came up with the idea of a town to support an amusement park. But then Tolkien land didn't fit quite right, both in terms of just being copyright infringement or who's going to go to Tolkien land. It didn't seem to me to be an enterprise that was going to take any money and lift off. But then we thought, why not make a movie studio that the town supports? And which turned into, for me, creatively, how about the town is failing and the movie studio comes in and the town revives? So in the end, when I finally had my final studio, this was sort of the last mockifications that I started doing. And I essentially just said, this is the perfect thing to sort of stick in there and cause me less headaches. Not that this build is not difficult, but making a mock that was this wonderful and large on my own would have been more time and money than I had. I can guarantee you that. Why am I even showing you the set? I know it's the Ghostbusters set. You don't need nothing to tell. Well, I'm going to push this back. And I just want to show you that in all my builds, if a building was there was something inside that actually really related to what it was supposed to represent. So I'm going to throw a little bit of light there. Move a little extra light off here maybe. Just a little. Just a touch. A little bit of glare there. There we go. A lot of the things in the building, of course, I left the same, but I sort of made the top floor. You can see some of the original things are still there, but building a creative and there was a creative environment. You know, the dartboard stayed, but this is where the production company would get its costumes and its seamstresses. That's the floor they would be on. Of course, you know there's stairwell access all the way down to each floor. Again, being an old building, not disability upgraded. That's something that I think we need more elevators for, like I did with my hospital. But again, time constraints, and sometimes there's just some buildings that don't have elevators. Down here, again, we had a kitchen and a place where the computer geeks, as they are known, would have a place to sleep and work on the special effects for filming. So this sort of became another production level. And finally down here, this was sort of the prop department mixed in with the reception area, just sort of last moment things to collect and throw around. Not really a lot I can say about this. Of course, we have a couple other, we have, of course, a lovely bathroom, and up here some more costumes. But it was always important to me that the buildings really were the buildings. Otherwise, I felt like I was scamming or cheating in some way, that these buildings actually covered the realism, like the police station, like the hospital, anything, even the hotel. There had to be beds, and they had to be corridors, and a sense that there was a reality. It gave me the reality. If I believed in my town and knew that it was real and that it really functioned, I thought I could deliver a better production video-wise. And there's a certain amount of anal retentiveness that came with that. But that all said, hopefully one day I can restore this set. I saved all the pieces and all the stickers, all the pretty pink and green goos that come with that set. That is not a project for today. I am trying to shut down Neil's Harbor so that I can reclaim a piece of my household. But this is the building that kind of symbolized the whole project. Sometimes you took a shortcut, you had to make it work, and this was one of those things, and broke my heart to take down that wonderful set. But I had a video to shoot and a story to tell. Of course, we have one of the studio helicopters up top there. You'll see him again when I start talking about some of the studio lineup and studio equipment and things that you might have seen during the videos. Well, that, except for the movie studio, I think it's the last major building. I didn't do a lot of mock on that, but this next one is from the ground up, a lot like the Coast Guard station. So we'll look at that next.